Hello again, and welcome to another episode of our unboxing. I'm Chelsea Cohen of Lifestyle Dynamics. You can visit us at lifestyledynamics.com. You can also find our products on Amazon, and also through our website at lifestyledynamics.com. So let me go ahead and get started. It's turning more into fall now, so we're going to be seeing a bit of a changing in some of the produce that we're getting. Now, of course, it is still very hot, so we aren't getting, we're kind of getting the last of the summer vegetables. There's actually, in the little newsletter, talks about moving into fall and some of the changes that are going to be happening. So we're seeing some kind of the last of the eggplants. Now, eggplant is likes more of the warmer weather, but this is one of the last eggplants. I was very excited. I saw that they had eggplants and I got 2 of them. So actually there are a couple of recipes that I really like to do with eggplants, and I'll post links to them. There are other recipes from other websites. MarthaStewart.com has a recipe for a soup that is an eggplant chickpea soup with roasted eggplants and chickpeas. That is really good, and it's very, very easy. And there is a from Real Simple magazine, and again I'll post the links to both of these in the post that I do on my website about this video. The recipe from Real Simple magazine is a really, really easy recipe for eggplant lasagna, where you roast the eggplants to act as the noodles. So you kind of slice them and roast them, make your own little quick basil and tomato sauce and some ricotta, and it's really, really good. My husband and I just love it. Now we've got some grapes. We have a few grapes here. These are really good, really crisp grapes actually. And one of the fun things that I like to do with grapes is in like a chicken salad. You can dice up some chicken and with some mayonnaise and some various different things like the grapes. You can have the grapes and then throw in some nuts and maybe some dried fruit like cranberries or something like that, and some diced apples, really good, and throw it in and make a chicken salad, which you can have on a sandwich or in a lettuce wrap, and very, very highly recommend it. Now, speaking of lettuce, we've got some lettuce here. We've got a couple of smaller red leaf romaine lettuce. And I just wanted to share a little tip, because when I was a kid, we used to eat salad, but we were always eating iceberg lettuce. And that was what I kind of grew up on, was iceberg lettuce. And then at a certain point while I was a teenager, the lettuce switched from iceberg to romaine. I guess my mom discovered that iceberg was not nearly as nutritious as romaine lettuce. I actually looked up some of the facts, and it's far more nutritious. For the same amount of calories, you get so much more vitamins and minerals, and you get more potassium, more vitamin C, more A, and that type of thing. So if you're going to be eating a salad, you want to be getting, as you know, because you're getting your greens, you want to be getting as much benefits in your greens as possible. So choosing a lettuce like romaine over iceberg is always the better nutritional choice. All right, we have some broccoli, and again, when I was a kid, we only ate the tops of the broccoli, but that's not taking advantage of all of this stem. I don't know if you're still, I think it's an old school way of thinking, so you may not still be throwing away the stem, but if you are, this is really good to eat. One of the things that people don't like about the stem of broccoli is that it's coarse and fibrous, and the way to get around that is you just take a potato peeler and you peel off the outer layer of the stem, and it gets rid of some of this coarser material, and you get some of the more tender stem area, and then just dice it up and throw it in with the rest of your broccoli heads. And what we did actually recently is we made some broccoli with some leftover diced, we had a rotisserie chicken, we diced up some of the chicken, and we steamed the broccoli, heated up the chicken, and melted some cheese on top of it. And you don't need much cheese, so you can definitely stay more lean that way. But that's a great, really quick meal, and I think that kids, you know, they don't like to eat greens, but if you smother them in cheese, it might work. So anyway, give that a try. Okay, we've got a cucumber, and as some of you may know, we do have our spiralizer, and we love to use the spiralizer on things like zucchini and of course cucumber. One cool thing to do with the cucumber, really easy, quick thing, is I love Greek salads. I love feta cheese. I love Kalamata olives. So instead of using the lettuce, or if you don't have lettuce and you still are craving kind of that Greek salad or any other type of a salad, you can just spiral up a whole cucumber and use that instead of the lettuce as your base for your salad, and just put some Greek dressing on it with some feta cheese and some cherry tomatoes, red onion, and Kalamata olives, and you have yourself a Greek salad. All right, lastly we have some a couple of different types of fruit. We've got some pears, and these are Bartlett pears. Pears are now coming into season more, and one of the things that you can do with pears, really simple dessert, is to make a poached pear, and you just put some water and get some water boiling with some honey and maybe some vanilla, and you combine it together and get it boiling. Put the pears in there, and then once they're fork tender, you pull them out, let them cool down, stick them in the fridge, and let them fully chill. And then you should be able to peel off the skin and just dice it up, and you can serve it with ice cream, or you can serve it with some yogurt, and it makes a really good dessert that's fairly healthy, especially if you're not using sugar, you're using honey or a maple syrup. All right, and the last one we have, these are called sweetie apples, and I wanted to find out what exactly sweetie apples were. They're actually a hybrid, and I talk a little bit about hybrids as not being the same as GMOs. Hybrid is a naturally, you're naturally bringing together the two types of plants. So it's not like, you know, in a lab on a genetic level. It's actually breeding the two together more naturally. So it's the cross between a gala and a Braeburn apple. So there's not a lot of tartness, that's why it's called a sweetie. It's a very sweet apple, and it's very crisp. It has the crispness of a Braeburn, but it has the sweetness of the gala. So these are really good snacking apples, and they don't have that same tartness. So if you tend to favor sweet over tart apples, these would be a good one for you. These are the sweeties. All right, that is all we have for now. And I, for one, am looking forward to the fall, and I'm looking forward to, you know, the pumpkins and the baking and all of that. And we will be exploring some healthy baking during the holiday season with things like almond flour and stuff like that. So if you're interested in learning how to continue to be healthy, even with the barrage of the diet pitfalls that come with the holiday season, definitely stay tuned on Lifestyle Dynamics, and stay tuned for our next unboxing in another 2 weeks. All right, bye.